Today on MTG Unpacked, we're cracking a War of the Spark pre-release pack, and we have Nico Bolas to do the pack blessing duties. If you're not familiar with that, that is where we bless the packs to get the crazy pulls. So let's shift him aside while we crack this open, and let's hope we can do better than I did on the actual pre-release event. Was not terribly impressed with what I pulled, but if you want to check out my full report on that, I'll leave a link in the corner there. Alright, so what do we have here? Get a nice black and white spin down, and of course here is the little tip card they give you for how to build a pre-release deck. Let's get some focus there, so some helpful tips if you've never done that before. And we're going to hide the promo, and I believe the token there has a code which may appear at some point in this video. So if you want to unlock a pre-release event for yourself, stay tuned. You can see that at some point in this video. It's going to be cleverly hidden. Okay, so we have 6 booster packs here. Let's get cracking. And then near the end of the video, I'm going to see what I can do, what I would put together for a deck here, or maybe some possibilities. Alright, so let's get started. Let's get some focus here. We have an Corncob Invader, War Screecher, Ashiok Skulker, Return to Nature, Kaya's Ghost Form, Saheli's Silverwing, Bloomhulk, Charmed Stray, yes, maybe we can do a cat deck, that'd be funny. Aven Eternal, Burning Prophet, and uncommons we have Vizier of the Scorpion, Grateful Apparition. Oh, this is cool. Davriel Rogue Shadow Mage. He did some damage against me at the pre-release event. So Legendary Planeswalker Davriel, 3 loyalty for 3 mana at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. If that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand, Davriel Rogue Shadow Mage deals 2 damage to them. And to help with that, his -1 is target player discards a card. Very cool. I like what they did here. And I think there was one other card, we looked at that in the previous video, where you could see the stuff, the artwork filtering into the border there. And a Dreadhorde Butcher is the rare creature zombie warrior, 1/1 for 2 in the Rakdos colors with haste. When he deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, put a +1/+1 counter on Dreadhorde Butcher. When he dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Okay, and a swamp and a wall. Okay, so things to look out for. We're looking out for things in the BREAD acronym. That's bombs, removal, evasion. What is the A? I think it's attack, and Drek. So all the junk you want to set aside. So you're going to build a 40 card deck according to the specs there, and let's see what we can do. We get a Chain Whip Cyclops, Teo's Light Shield, No Escape, Ward Scale Croc, he'll eat you whole and spit out the bones, Duskmantle Operative Arlen's Wolf, Iron Bully, Callous Dismissal, Nahiri's Stoneblades, and uncommons here we have Bond of Discipline, Bond of Revival. Okay, gonna get another Bond, The Wanderer. What is this? Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to you and other permanents you control. Nice. 5 loyalty for 4, -2 exile target creature with power 4 or greater. Okay, keep that in mind. And a mythic. Ooh, I think we're going to go blue because we've got God Eternal Kefnet. Legendary creature Zombie God, 4/5 for 4 with flying. You may reveal the first card you draw each turn. As you draw it, whenever you reveal an instant or sorcery card this way, copy that card and you may cast a copy. That copy costs 2 less to cast, and when he dies is put into exile from the battlefield. You may put it into its owner's library, 3rd from top. So it keeps coming back, so we'll put that over there. That's a strong consideration. And a weird little lemur monkey type creature, Arboreal Grazer, foil, with a plains and a zombie army. Okay, So I'm definitely leaning towards blue at this point. With a God Eternal Kefnet, that's pretty cool. Okay, next we have Teo's Light Shield, Spellkeeper Weird, Turret Ogre, Crunch Wrangler, and apparently that right there is a Crunch. Not quite sure what I'm looking at. Kaya's Ghost Form, Burning Prophet, Obnixilus's Cruelty. Yes, I said it right this time. Jaya's Greeting. Hello, sir. Let me fry you with my fire. Totally lost. Okay, Fibblethip. I'll throw up a rope and you can tie that to his ear and climb down. How about that? Centaur, Nurturer, Rouse, Outburst. Uncommons, Challenger Troll. Are you trolling me, sir? I think he's trolling me. Sahili, Sublime Artificer. Oh, okay. 5 loyalty for 3. So we got some blue. Maybe we'll go blue-red. Legendary Planeswalker Sahili. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 color servo artifact creature token. -2. Target artifact you control becomes a copy of another target artifact or creature you control until end of turn, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. And the rare is Neheb Dreadhorde Champion. Legendary creature Zombie Minotaur Warrior. 5/4 for 4 with Trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, you may discard any number of cards. If you do, draw that many cards and add that much red mana. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Interesting. Okay. We got an island and a goblin token. Yes, we love the goblins. Maybe we'll, if we get some goblins, we'll build a goblin deck. So red and blue is looking promising at this stage, but we're only halfway through, so let's keep going. And we need to look at the promo cards as well. I'm not sure what we got there. Teo's Light Shield, No Escape, Turret Ogre, Ironclad Crevod, Kaya's Ghost Form, Return to Nature, Banehound, Trusted Pegasus, Band Together, Spellgorger Weird, Leyline Prowler, Uncommon, Paradise Druid, 10th District Legionnaire, you know what that means, we've got a Planeswalker here, and Sarkhan Masterless. Nice, Legendary Planeswalker Sarkhan, 5 loyalty for 5. Whenever a creature attacks you or a Planeswalker you control, each dragon you control deals 1 damage to that creature. It's +1 until end of turn. Each Planeswalker you control becomes a 4/4 red dragon creature and gains flying. That's cool. -3, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Yes, Sarkhan. You are in with a chance, sir, and a forest and a zombie army. Alright, next pack here. I don't know what just happened. Something very strange happened. I'm sure everybody's scurrying off to their computers at the moment. First in, first served, so good luck. Whoever snagged the code. We have Kazmina's Transmutation. Goblin Assault Team, Creature Goblin Warrior, 4/1 for 4, yes. I think this will have to be an auto include haste. When it dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. I actually pulled this one in pre-release, so I was pretty happy about that. Ironclad Crevod, Spellkeeper Weird, Primordial Worm, Lazotep Behemoth. Yes, that is a zombie hippo. Nahiri's Stoneblades, Band Together, Prismite, Herald of the Dreadhorde. Uncommons, we have Rouse Outburst again. Bond of Flourishing, Ashiok Dream Render. Okay, this is the other one with the artwork seeping into the border. That is pretty cool. Legendary Planeswalker Ashiok, 5 loyalty for 3. Spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause their controller to search a library. And -1 target player puts the top 4 cards of the library into the graveyard, then exile each opponent's graveyard. Okay, so we already were thinking of blue, maybe splashing in some black as well. Maybe it'll be a blue, black, red deck. Let's see. Rare is Ravnica at War, sorcery for 4, exile all multicolored permanents. and a mountain, and an emblem of Nissa. Okay, final pack. And then we'll get a look at those promo cards. I wonder what we got there. Foil Nicol Bolas. That's my dream, actually. Aeschiox Skulker. Honor the God Pharaoh. I mean, look, we've got all these Nicol Bolases here. How could we not pull one? Rising Populace. New Horizons. Aid the Fallen. Obnixilus's Cruelty. Totally Lost. There he is again. Law Rune Enforcer. Burning Prophet. Relentless Advance. Rouse Outburst. Okay, that was an uncommon, so I'm zipping through there. Interplanar Beacon. Kasmina Enigmatic Mentor. Okay, so maybe we're just doing a ton of Planeswalker deck. We'll have a blue one, so this is Legendary Planeswalker Kasmina, 5 loyalty for 4. Suppose your opponent's cast at target creature or Planeswalker you control costs 2 more to cast. A -2 is create a 2/2 blue wizard creature token. Draw a card, then discard a card. And the rare is Mizzium Tank. Artifact Vehicle 3/2 for 3 with trample. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Mizzium Tank becomes an artifact creature and gets +1/+1 until end of turn. You can crew it for 1. And a forest. And a servo token. Alright. So let's take a look here. Already got a little bit of a peek, but I want to take these out of the package here. Oh, yeah, that cements it. If you got a peek at that, I know what I would do. I mean, why couldn't I have gotten this deck on the actual day? That would be pretty cool. Okay, so let's focus here. We get Vraska Swarm's Eminence. Legendary Planeswalker Vraska, 5 loyalty for 4. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals damage to a player or Planeswalker, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. -2 is create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with Death Touch, and whenever this creature deals damage to a Planeswalker, destroy that Planeswalker. Very nice. And we also happen to get a foil mythic God Eternal Kefnet. Remember him? I'm not sure how much that's worth, but I'm pretty happy with that pull. Okay, so what I'm going to do is spend some time, maybe 20 minutes or so, digging through this stuff, putting together a rough deck with some of my ideas, some alternatives, and leave a note in the comments if you've already thought of something and see how it compares with what I came up with. Alrighty. So I spent about half an hour putting together the deck. Here's what I came up with. So a couple of general things. First up, I organized everything by color. And then I split out the Planeswalkers, so I identified how many different Planeswalkers I had. That was giving me some ideas of what I could build around. I wanted more Planeswalkers rather than less. I actually had Vraska there initially, but then I ended up cutting green. The next thing was I looked for any bomb cards, anything that looks like a good game finisher or something with flying. God Eternal Kefnet, had 2 of those. Also haven't had another Aven Eternal here, Spellkeeper Weird. And let's go through this. So we have a Spellkeeper Weird. So this one enables you to get an instant or sorcery card back from your graveyard to your hand. I thought that was a good ability. This guy with a flyer, and he has a mass as well, so you can start building an army. God Eternal Kefnet, so revealing cards. If it's an instant or sorcery, you can copy it, and it costs less to cast. So when he dies, you can put him back in your library, so he keeps coming back. Don't forget the legendary rule, so you can't have 2 of these guys on the battlefield at once. But I figure there's more chance of drawing him if I have 2 in the deck, so I might as well use them. These black creatures, these ones, I liked the amass ability here, so you can build those up. This Banehand was really to fill out the low end of the mana curve. Dreadhorde Butcher looked pretty good. So he has haste, and you can put +1/+1 counters on him. So I figure if you're doing some early damage, you can start bulking him up, and then he'll do some damage when he dies. I thought that was pretty good. in red, so casting non-creature spells, that includes Planeswalkers and Sorcery's Instants. Anything else, I don't think I had any artifacts or anything like that. So this one pumps it up briefly. You get to Scry, I thought that was decent. Casting non-creature spells, pumping this up, thought that was good. Turret Ogre with Reach, helpful when you're dealing with flyers. This one deals damage if you control another creature with power 4 or greater. I think we only had a couple of those, so that's not that useful. And I had to put the goblins in, right? How could I not do that? So that looks pretty good. We've got these colorless guys here. Sahili's Silverwing, so a flyer. You get to take a peek at your opponent's library. That seemed decent. Menace, and this guy, you can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So that was also good. And then, so after I organized by color, then I split out all the enchantments, instants, and sorceries, and tried to pick the best ones there, what I thought were the pick of the crop. And then after that, I separated out Planeswalkers, I split those out. I ended up cutting green. I wasn't seeing enough good stuff in green and white. I tend to lean to these colors anyway, so that's what I ended up with. But this one, enchanting the creature, so you can turn your opponent's creature into a pretty harmless thing. And enchantments in pre-release are pretty hard to remove unless you have a particular card for that. So I thought that was a good include. So depower your opponent's creature. This one's good to pump some creatures up, especially if you've got flyers. Those can go over the top, do some extra damage. Thought that was decent. This one dealing 3 damage to any target. So that includes the player, that includes planeswalkers, creatures. I thought that was pretty versatile. You also get to look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one in the hand, other in the graveyard. And I don't think we've come across that one yet. This one here, Aid the Fallen, so you can bring back a creature card from your graveyard to your hand or a planeswalker card. So that is very helpful, I thought, with this deck. Bond of Revival, again, returning a creature card from your graveyard, but to the battlefield, give it haste until your next turn. So reviving one of your nice dudes here, thought that would be good. Chucking in an interplanar beacon here for some life gain with the planeswalkers. I haven't put the lands here, but the idea with those is you would balance things out according to how many cards of each color, the mana costs. If you have like this one double blue, that would mean you'd want to have a little bit more blue in your deck. And then the planeswalkers, we had Ashiok, so spells and abilities your opponent's control can't cause their controller to search their library, and they mill, so I thought that was decent. This one punishes the opponent for having less cards in hand and deals damage to them, and you can get them to discard cards. I thought that was good as well. This one, spells your opponent's cast at target creature or planeswalker you control costs 2 more to cast, so it makes their removal more difficult. And you also get to create wizard creatures, draw cards, discard cards. And this one, this was just fun because you can turn your planeswalkers into 4/4 red dragon creatures, give them flying, and that's his +1. So you can pretty much do that every turn. And then when you feel like it, you can just drop a 4/4 red dragon creature token. So I thought that would be fun. So leave a note in the comments what you have done. That was my general strategy here. Just a methodical sort of process. It's more art than science, so you could have picked something completely different. So I'm curious what you would have built out of these cards. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.